What up, YouTube? It's your boy J Tunes, and welcome to another episode of Journey to 30. This is episode number 6. I got some bad news in this episode. The stats you're looking at right now are from a game that I had played, and when I recorded everything and I went back to go and edit it for you guys, the video was all messed up. The audio was amazing, but the video was all messed up. It was choppy, it was laggy, it was unusable. We did lose this game, but I'm not able to show you guys. It was all messed up. I apologize for that. And then I thought I had fixed everything, got into the next game that you guys are about to watch, and the audio was messed up, so there's no game sounds, but the video is actually, there's no lag or anything, so that's what's up. But you're going to have to bear with me on this one and just listen to my pretty voice with no game sounds in this one, and hopefully the next video I can get that all sorted out for us. Let's go ahead and take a look at that lineup. I'm playing on the blue team with Trendamir, with Sivir, Cho'Gath, Vladimir. The person that's DC'd is Akali, and on the red or purple team we have Ashe, Riven, Malzahar, Annie, and Akali. Now, their team looks a bit scary, and hopefully we don't do too bad. I need a win here. Did lose the last game. I want to win. Their team, to me, looks a bit scarier than mine, or a little harder, but hopefully we're going to be able to take care of them pretty easily. Me and Vlad are going to go top, and right here, I'm going to pick up a pair of boots, 3 pots, and head up there with Vlad and see what we're going to be fighting up against and laning against in the laning phase of this game, and hopefully it's not going to be too bad with Vlad there. He's ranged on melee, and I can do some close gappers. And as you can see here, it's Ashe and Annie on top. I'm hiding in this brush to see if we're able to get a gank. Vladimir's going to put some damage onto Ashe. I use E to close that gap. I do a new move there. I do get that first blood, but I die to that tower. Tower diving like a noob. Why'd I do that? But I did get that kill. And with that first blood money, I'm going to go ahead and buy a pair of boots. I don't need any pots, so I'm going to go ahead and buy a ward as well. And then I'm going to head back up to top lane and get some farm and try to be safe up here. Not give any more kills to anybody unnecessarily. But I did get that kill, so it has to be okay, right? I don't know. But right here, Vlad has a completely different idea of playing safe here. Underneath tower, he's going to put some damage onto Annie. He's going to have to back off. He almost did a move there and died himself like I did. But Annie doesn't back, and I see that. So I'm going to use E to close the gap. I have my W to slow, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. But she does use her summoner heal. I'm putting damage onto her. I think I can get her. She does pop that pot. I did take a couple tower hits there. And I got to back off. I can't give them another easy kill. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to play safe. I'm going to back off, go back towards my tower. Get some farm, get some hits on this tower. And just survive for a little bit longer. Don't need any fed at all. But right here, minions are getting killed, so had to push back. And with them not knowing where I went or not knowing where I was at, I'm going to place that ward so they don't have any suspicion that I did ward that. And I'm going to go back up to top and get some more farm. I'm glad I warded that because a couple minutes later, as you can see there, Akali coming up river. We see her coming, me and Vlad, so we're going to have to play a bit defensive here. Annie coming up pretty strong, seeing her partner in that brush, her teammate waiting to gank us. We saw her coming up, so we're just going to play defensive. Sit back here next to our tower. Get this farm if we're able to. And maybe surprise them. But she got sick of waiting. She was impatient. Popped out. And didn't get a gank. They did put some damage onto us. They weren't able to get a kill. She's going to go ahead and hide back into that brush. And at the time, it seemed like it was like for 5 minutes or so that she sat in there. She eventually gave up. She never came out of that brush. And she starts heading towards mid. I see that. And I want to warn my teammates that they are getting ganked from behind, and I do warn them. We do get that tower, the turret, which was pretty good. Pretty excited about that. But Akali is going to show up there, and she is going to get a kill on my teammate. But it's alright. We get her right back. So we get a tower and we get a kill. Yeah, we give up a death, but it's not too bad. Well, I think we won on that one. And that just allows us to push tower a bit more at the top. But we start pushing. They start teleporting in. I'm just going to back. I have gold. I need to go buy. I'm going to buy the Zeal first off and head. And I'm also going to get some magic resist here because of Annie, just to help me out and lane a bit better against her. I'm sick of her poking me out. I'm also going to buy another ward because that ward did basically save us a little bit ago. So I'm going to buy a ward. I had the gold and I got an extra pot. And I'm going to head back up to top and try to defend this. Get the CS and just sit back and see what we can do in this game. Don't want to give out any easy kills. I see that Annie and Akali both went into that brush there. I have items, so I think I'm strong. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and see if I can get them. But I noticed them going towards mid. trying to gank, so I'm going to follow. I let my teammates know, and then I'm thinking maybe we can get Annie by herself. But look at that. Akali was waiting in that brush for me. She does do some damage to me, but really not much, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on this, slow her down, get some damage onto her as well. My teammate is going to take out Annie pretty easily, and then Akali does get my teammate as well. But we're going to go ahead and follow this up. My E is almost up, and when you use it to close the gap, use W to slow her, and we are going to get a kill there. Now, before going back up to top, I'm going to go ahead and clear out this jungle, just because I don't have enough gold to go back to buy anything, and because I don't need to go back. Go ahead and pick up these buffs that my team is not taking advantage of. I'll go ahead and take those buffs and that gold, put my ward in the river, and head back up to top lane to see if I can get another kill, or just to try to push this lane a bit more. And then we do get an opportunity here. Akali is up top by herself. She comes too close. I use E to get close to her to get some damage. Use my W to slow her. She is able to get away, but barely. She almost dies there, but that's definitely going to force her to go back, and that's going to allow me and Vlad to get this tower. I keep getting hit by towers. I gotta start paying more attention and not doing that. But we are going to get this tower, like I said, take this down, and instead of pushing onto the next tower and getting ganked on, I'm going to go ahead and take their jungle. I'm going to take these golems. Then I'm going to head to their red buff, take their red buff, and just head back and go buy. I do have enough money to go back and buy. Just want to take up their jungle because I can. And right there, if Akali would have gone into that brush, she would have gotten me. But I got lucky. I survived. And I'm almost at enough gold to buy the BF sword. So I'm going to go ahead and just wait it out. Get that 20 gold that I needed. Get that BF sword. And head back to lane with a little bit more damage. And with this BF sword, I can either go into the Bloodthirster or the Infinity Edge later on. So it's a really good buy for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and head back. I wanted to go to top lane, but mid was having a problem. Sivir had to go back, so I came to defend mid tower or try to hold it. And then Akali comes to help because right now it's a 3-on-2 situation and they're ranged. So I just want to sit back, be defensive, don't want to give up this buff. I do use my W there prematurely onto Malzahar, but I do start getting some damage. He gets a little close. I do some damage to him, but right here I get stunned. They all jump on me, but my teammate's going to go ahead and kill Malzahar. I am going to pop everything I have and back off to tower, and my teammate's just going to do work right here. Put some damage onto her, and we're going to wait until this little circle bubble thing comes off, and we're going to jump onto Akali pretty easily. I use E to close the gap, use W to slow her down. We get a kill right there on Akali, and then we're going to turn to Annie, and we're going to get some kills and some assists going on here so we can spread that gold around that team. And that's always nice to get that gold on that each one of your teammates to help them out. One person having all the gold is usually good, but it's nice to spread it around every now and then. After that, me and Akali decided to go down bottom to help bot Cho'Gath having a problem down here with Riven. That tower is pretty low, and if we're able to defend this tower, we can go dragon or push lane. There's a lot of options, but we didn't make it down here in time. Riven does take our bottom tower. I do jump on her. She almost killed me there. If my partner did not jump in or my teammate did not jump in there, I probably would have died, but she did save me. Gave me another assist as well, which is always great. And now we have the opportunity to either go for the dragon or keep pushing lane. I wanted to go for dragon here, but my teammates wanted to take down this tower, and that's fine. Take objectives is always good. So we're going to go ahead, take down this tower, the three of us, and then we can either go to dragon or just keep pushing lanes, whatever we can see that whatever's going to benefit us. We don't want to give up any objectives to the opposite team, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to go ahead and go back up to mid. We saw that the red team, Annie, and her teammates were pushing mid, so we want to go up there and defend that. We probably could have gotten dragon and then gone to mid, but better be safe than sorry. Maybe do dragon later on, but we're going to come up and we're going to get Malzahar, catch him off guard. We do kill him pretty easily, and then I just want the CS, and he's gone. At least that's what I'm thinking. But I got the CS, and then I'm going to go ahead and follow my team around. Maybe we can catch her. And what I was thinking is maybe I can get a kill steal off of these players or my teammates here. But Annie with the move right there, she comes out on the same side she disappears from. She got us pretty good. I noticed I'm not going to be able to catch her, so I'm just going to head up to top and get this CS up here. And like my teammate said right there, she juked us pretty good, and I have to agree. She did do the move to us. She got us pretty damn good right there, and she survived. Now, after this, like I said, I'm just going to get this farm, and then I'm going to start to push tower, and I do get to that inner top tower of Vlad, and we're going to start putting some damage onto this. And what I'm thinking right now is I can tank the tower hits, we can get this down, look at the damage on that tower, but Vlad decides to back out. He doesn't want to do it. So I'm going to have to use E to get some distance on that tower. Don't want to die to the tower, don't want to get executed. But if Vlad, I think, would have attacked that tower, he probably could have gotten it down, but we're not able to right there. And then they're going to teleport in and start coming up to top. So I let my teammate know that I'm going to bounce and for him to be careful. And that's exactly what I do right here. I get into this brush. I'm going to hit B. Time to go back and buy. I have some gold. I don't have enough for the Infinity Edge, but I have enough for Bloodthirster. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick that up. And it's not a bad item. It's a pretty good item. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. And then I can probably work on getting either the Infinity Edge, finishing my Phantom Dancer. There's a lot of options. We'll have to see how the game plays out. But we go back up to top. And Riven is here by herself. I have a lot of damage on her. She actually has a lot of damage as well. But with that Bloodthirster, life stealing. And I basically do work to that girl. Vlad gets the kill there. I do get the assist, but I basically did all the work until the end, I think. That was pretty good. I'm liking the damage on Trenimir. He's an amazing character. Only thing is he really doesn't have a lot of defense, like health-wise, and his build is pretty, I don't know, it seems like a lot. But anyway, right here, we do take this tower. Kali comes up to try to defend her tower, but we get that, and we're going to put some damage onto her. We are going to get the kill right there. Riven does teleport in, but it's not enough. I do use Q to heal up a bit, and oh my goodness, did you see that damage right there? Wow. I used my summoner heal there to keep me up a bit, and I was trying to push a little harder, but Annie does show up, and we're not able to. I don't want to get stunned underneath the tower, so I'm just going to sit back. But I don't want her to push her minions out too much, so I'm just going to sit here, maybe either catch her off guard or just farm this CS some so we can get this tower, get these objectives, and get this game over with. It's pretty good. It's looking pretty good. It's looking good for us. But Annie doesn't come out. She doesn't get baited out. My team does take that inner mid tower. So I'm going to go help take this inhib tower in the mid. Just because the top is guarded pretty good and they didn't have anybody down here. And at this point, I'm thinking we're going to get it. I don't think there's any way I'm going to back off. And I didn't back out here. I made a mistake. I should have got out a little bit earlier. I do take a death there with that beautiful Riven stun. And with the Kali's help, I died pretty easily, but my teammate is going to kill Annie. So we got a couple towers and a kill or two. Wasn't too bad. I did die. I had gold. I had to go back and buy anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish off that Phantom Dancer. And I'm going to buy myself a long sword just because I have an extra 400 gold. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Didn't have enough for anything for the Infinity Edge. So that's what I'm going to build into. And then I'm going to head back up to top lane because their team is pressuring pretty hard. Well, Akali and Riven, who just killed me, are up here. And I want to defend this tower from them. And underneath tower, I'm just going to do damage to them. I see that their teammate, Annie, is teleporting in. But look at that damage on Akali with Sivir. We're destroying him. I'm going to chase down Riven pretty easily. Get this kill on her. And then I'm going to turn around to Annie and just look at that damage. Oh my. 2 kills right there. We basically destroyed their whole team. Me and Sivir, and we're gonna go ahead and push to their top inhib tower, and me and my teammate are going to take this tower down. Akali's here, but I don't care. I want this tower down. Then I'll back off. She has nothing to defend herself from, so as soon as we can, we're gonna try to get some damage onto her. But I see Annie coming up, so I'm gonna back off just because I've been taking a lot of hits from her, and Annie looked like she DC'd or stopped playing or not caring. So I'm going to go ahead and jump onto her because as you can see the damage I was doing to her earlier. And there it is again. I'm going to go ahead and kill Annie. And my teammate's going to kill Akali. We're going to take this inhib. And really their team, like no one comes back to help. As you can see there on the minimap, Riven stays mid, doesn't come back. So me and Sivir are going to take these both of those towers, the Nexus towers, and take out the Nexus before anybody can show up. They show up a little late or res a little late. We do win that game pretty easily, as you guys can see. I mean, they did have an Ashe DC, but we won. It's a win. I don't care. I'm happy about it. There you go, guys. Here you can see the stats for that game, and I didn't do too bad. 6 kills, 2 deaths, and 9 assists. Akali did amazing. There are the stats. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this game, and I apologize again for the video that you guys were supposed to get before this one, but what can you do? We are closer to our goal. We are almost level 6. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and if you did, please like, comment, subscribe, favorite this video, follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook, and if you missed my last episodes right there in the middle of the screen, go ahead and click on that, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.